Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. My cheating ex called me 2.5 years later. My 31M ex-girlfriend, 29F, found me and wanted to hang out, but I just ignored her after she broke my heart. Backstory: in 2015 I met this woman at college, let's call her Casey. We had so many things in common and we instantly got close. She asked me out and it was a wonderful relationship, or so I thought. We had dreams together, sent X-rated pics once in a while, we do a lot of stuff together, not sex yet. In 2019, Christmas time I was going to propose to her after I give her parents and siblings gifts. I even gave her mom, who hates me, a gift. Casey works at the hospital, so she'll get out work later, or so I thought. 5 p.m. she didn't come to her parents' place, but I came and decided to give everyone gifts. When I give her younger sister 20F, let's call her Sherry, a laptop, she cries and hugs me because she always wanted one for school. Casey's father has a new barbecue grill. Moments later, Sherry told me I couldn't contain it anymore and cried harder. I asked what's the matter? She immediately grabbed me to her room and her father came along as well. Sherry kept saying I'm sorry so many times. I was confused as to why. She then showed me a pregnancy test and told me that it belongs to Casey. I completely lost it and wanted to know why and how long was the affair. Sherry informed me that the affair happened in the beginning of 2019. While I was working a lot at my factory job, she went to see him. Making matters worse is that Casey's mom was the one who showed the AP to Casey. Apparently in the month of November, Casey found out she's pregnant and she begged Sherry not to tell anyone after Sherry found the test. When she told me everything, my world came crashing down and I decided to leave. But before I left I thanked Sherry and her father, let's call him Max. Max apologized and said that if I leave he would completely understand. We shook hands and I said thank you. I just looked at Casey's mom and I then left my ex's house, just drove away and didn't look back. Max and Sherry got furious with Casey's mom, let's call her Jane. Around 7 p.m. Christmas time I informed my family on what happened and they all comforted me. At 11 p.m., my phone began blowing up with phone calls and text messages of my ex saying she can explain, but I didn't answer back. I changed my number, deleted my social media and changed my email. As much as I wanted closure, I didn't want to see her face. Fast forward to the middle of 2020, one of my friends informed me that the AP who got Casey pregnant ran away after he found out he's the father, Karma. And they're looking for him. I simply said who cares? Fast forward to last month, Elle saw a number I had never seen before. I answered and it was my ex. My ex begged me to talk to her and possibly give her a chance at my favorite restaurant. I responded, why should I after you do what you did? She rambled on and I just ignored her because I don't want to go through the same pain that she had put me through. Casey began gaslighting me and her friends and her mom called me a coward for not seeing her again. I told Jane, you have the audacity to say that after what you've done? She rambled on. I just hung up and blocked Jane and my ex's number. I informed her friends what happened and they left me alone. Why would ever want to deal with a mill that lies and an ex-GF that will never be trustworthy? Let your ex suffer the consequences of her actions. Ghost her and anyone with her. Yeah, I just left and didn't look back and moved forward. She went from a lovely couple to a single mom. Also my sisters, I got 4, wanted to beat her up. I told them she was not worth it. Well, at least you have great family like your sisters. Want her head on a platter, that's loyalty right there, bud. Should have dated the younger sister if she was of age. No, I don't think so. 1, he'd still have the same crazy mill. 2, if he did it just for revenge, he'd be doing a number on the one person in the family who liked and respected him enough to tell him the truth about the ex. Her affair partner ghosted her and she's looking to you to raise the baby. That's why. You should have let them. Real family will protect you. Yup, suffer for the next 18 years at least. Always remembering that mom was a direct cause for her life going down in flames. The mom was completely foul, but ultimately Casey chose to let another man clap her cheeks. She played by herself. Exactly this. Those bitches be crazy. I always laugh at the "I can explain" line. That is the precursor to gaslighting, and getting told how it is your fault they have no morals. Exactly. Think about this, if the mill helped Casey cheat so easily, what do you think she is doing behind Max's back? God only knows how many times Jane has cheated on Max. Yeah, that's a good point. Excellent point. It's a toxic family. Maybe betrayed boyfriend should contact Max and sow the seeds of Jane's potential infidelity based on how she coerced Casey into cheating. Just a thought to give Jane some karma and pain after calling you a coward. Damn like a boss. Indifference destroys cheaters. Keep moving forward, King. Wait a damned minute, you were dating for 4 years and didn't even have sex yet? Lol, no. We dated for 2.5. I was going to propose on Christmas Day and do it then. Plus I was a virgin at the time. Wow. I find it crazy to propose and live together without sex. That's insane. Yeah lol, what if it turns out she's a starfish or has very low libido? Both of those can be deal breakers if they don't appeal to you. It's weird how half her family are good folk, sister and dad, and the other half, ex-gf and mom, are shit heels. Dad hated me at first, but that is what usually all fathers are, eh? But he saw how I am and the fact that we both like sport events and jet skiing. The mom, I don't know what on her mind. The mom is a serial cheater by her actions. If the sister didn't tell you, was your filthy ex going to attempt paternity fraud? You barely dodged a bullet, my friend. I'm 99.99999% positive that Casey was gonna have you raising another man's child under false pretenses, which is one of the most foul forms of deception out there. She was chasing you down out of the false hope that you would support her in her poor life choices. Then had the audacity to lie to her friends about you. I have 7 words that come to mind. F_that S_, and F_that disloyal trick. Good on you for sticking to your guns and maintaining your dignity. Edit, Op never smashed during the 3 to 4 year relationship, so there's no way the kid was his. How on earth Casey was gonna explain the pregnancy is anyone's guess. How Op didn't clap Casey's cheeks during the relationship is a testament to strong will and discipline. Op has my respect because I would have been balls deep after 2 to 3 months, maximum. No disrespect intended to my man. Just saying, I'm an animal, smiley face. She would have had a hard time convincing him he was the father since they hadn't had sex. I can explain. That would have been an interesting explanation. Seen this before. He was looking to consummate that day according to his comments, and she would have gotten pregnant then and have a premiere to have made the timeline plausible. Works most of the time. Jesus. You handled that as well as you possibly could. Sorry you went through it, but damn glad you chose the right way to handle it, fella. Good on you. Dude, I'm glad you found out before you married her. Imagine having to put up with a cheating liar for a wife and an even bigger loser for a mill. You dodged a bullet, bro. My phone began blowing up with phone calls and text messages of my ex saying she can explain. What's there to explain? You were in a monogamous relationship with me, you ducked someone else, that someone got you pregnant, and now I'm leaving you. Good luck. That is the only logical response to the I can explain comment. Dude, please get the duck out of this situation by completely shutting her out. You owe it to yourself. Good for you. Not to mention she was dumb enough to get knocked up by the guy she was cheating with. Have they tried to contact you since then? Do you know what the relationship between her father and her sister is like with her? After I blocked them, nah. Other part, who knows? Update. My ex found me, she's a wreck. I got closure, but I feel it wasn't worth it. Original story. It's been nearly 3 months since I posted my story and apparently she found me. Of all days, Mother's Day, which was last week Sunday. My mom wants to go to Red Lobster since she loves seafood. One of my sisters, really half sister, but she is my sister, came along as well. Let's call her Avon. We were about to leave. All of a sudden I ran into my ex's sister Sherry and the Wicked Witch of the West Jane in Red Lobster. Sherry was in total shock in seeing me and I was hoping Casey wasn't there with her and thankfully she wasn't. Jane looked at me with disgust and Raven in disbelief. Jane was in total shock at seeing Raven for some reason, not sure why. Wait until later. I was about to explode until the moment I looked at my mom and Raven because they both wanted to pound Jane into the ground for what she did to me. So I had to calm both of them down. Sherry then begged me to talk to her. After a heated argument involving my mom, Jane and my sister, Raven then suggested that if I want to talk to Sherry, both of you talk alone. We won't be involved and not the snake bitch, Jane. We talked for a bit and asked me how I was and said how she misses me and wished that I didn't leave. She told me that my ex was miserable when I left and I responded that it was not my problem. I then asked how was school treating you? Sherry cried and said that Casey broke the laptop I gave her for Christmas a week after I left and ghosted her. I asked before I went, why does your mom hate me? I'm curious. Sherry then said it's because she saw me with another woman and it was that same woman that they both saw just now. Little did Jane know it was my sister. I told Sherry that Casey's actions are wasted. The warranty is still available until November 2022. Sherry literally danced for joy and she said I'll immediately get the laptop after dinner. We said goodbye, we hugged and left. The next day I waited at Brand Smart. Work was slow. I saw Sherry and to my surprise Max came along. No lie, I had a smile on my face. We talked. Max loved the grill I gave and he still apologized, but I told him there's nothing you can do. After the laptop was resolved and chat for nearly an hour, they insisted on talking for a while, not sure why. I told them it was good seeing them. But Max insisted on taking me to a restaurant I had never been to and he paid for everything as a thank you for giving Sherry another laptop, a better one. Sherry responded, I'm sorry about this. I hope you forgive me. Please don't be upset. Lo and behold, my ex came and she looked in worse shape than I imagined. She looks worse than a surgery gone wrong. She tried to hug me. I just stuck my hand out and asked, what the hell do you want? Casey apologized and begged me to take her back, saying it was a mistake, blah blah, cheater's excuse. I responded, you cheated on me for nearly a year when I worked my ass off for us and this is how you repay me? She realized that mistake and said that it was Jane's fault and I said you went along with it. You could have said I'm not happy with you anymore, but you didn't. It's not my problem anymore. I moved on and you did too for nearly a year. And the fact you gaslight me, try to put the baby on me when we never had sex, the hell? And now, the AP left you and he's on child support. Casey told me that her son is now 1 year old and needs a father. I told her good luck with that. She asks why am I being so mean? I said you're the reason for this. I wanted kids, I nearly got a house for us, family stuff, and you threw all that away. Casey said that I threw it away because she told me Jane saw me with another woman and she described what she looked like. I laughed and called Sherry to let her know who she seen. Sherry explained everything to my ex. Casey was crying really hard and that she realized all this time I was faithful and she wished she would never listen to Jane and says I hate her for this. Casey begged for another chance, saying we will fix everything and will do anything just to take me back. I simply just told Casey, Max and Sherry wish you all the best and walked out. I told my family why I was out a bit long and they immediately were proud of me for not taking her back. My dad laughed and said Jane wanted you gone, son, and found a reason, a stupid one at that. You'll do better on the next woman. So yeah, thank you guys for everything. I didn't think I would run into her again. Even though I got closure, it wasn't worth it to see the two women who broke me. She thought you were cheating, so instead of talking to you she cheated for a year. She's lying. She was at least thinking of cheating before then and used it to justify her actions. Yeah, absolutely right. Why she purposely did not confront Op then was because she was a willy-freely going cheating on Op with her mom's blessing. With a lame excuse, Op cheated on her first. On hindsight, she should have confronted if she was truthful. So if I read this and your original post right, Jane saw you with half-sister Raven and decided you were cheating as she had no idea that Raven was your sister. At least that's their story and they are sticking to it. Jane, not liking you and therefore not being keen on her daughter dating you anyway, used that incident to persuade your then GF to date this other guy. When dating this other guy and you at the same time, she wouldn't hide the sausage with you, but did so with another guy. When the situation blew up in her face and it turned out she was up the duff, rather than come clean, she was going to trap you, with Jane colluding. Except you being the nice guy and buying great presses for Max and sister, they decided to tell you the truth. Do you think that when you dropped GF she was going to say that she thought you weren't interested as you two weren't shagging and she had been told by her mum you were seeing someone else? And was the lack of Bercy filth between you and Shagnasty your choice or hers? This was so much easier to read than the op. Thanks for the translation, cause I could not make heads or tails of the above. Wow, the presses helped made them, Max and sister, sympathetic to Op's plight, telling him the truth. Judge Hunt, enjoyed your added folksy colloquialisms and fun/NY puns to fill in the tones, haha smile. Awesome, I hope you find someone worthy of your love, respect and loyalty and she returns it. Good for you, son. Way to stay strong. Casey sounds like a basket case. It would be a disaster if Op took Casey back. Karma came, she's a wreck. Good for you. You did the right thing. Good for you, hun, you deserve better. A lot of faithful women dream of having a hard-working loyal man like that. Hell, I wish I did, lol. You'll find someone who treats you the way you deserve to be treated. If her mom told her you were cheating, with no proof, and she believed her, then why did she keep dating you for a year before you found out? Why not just break up? I have asked myself that question many times. Probably because I was her ATM and she doesn't want to lose it. Now I'm good. Good for you, mate. Leave the trash on the curb. Had to go back and read the first part. Good on you, man. I wish the best for you. Play stupid games and win stupid prizes. All the idiotic excuses aside, the ex did what she did because she wanted to and thought she would have her cake and eat it. A shit cake is the only cake on the table for her now and going forward. Just wondering what kind of conversation Jane and Casey would have had after Casey found out Jane got it all wrong. I think the real question here is, how was Red Lobster? Had too many biscuits. My mom and Raven killed it and I ended up paying $200+. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are.